I think we all understand that divorce or child custody disputes can be very difficult for children because of the emotional damage that can be caused in a divorce case, especially ones that are highly contentious. Do you really want to subject your children to a contentious divorce case, a custody dispute in court? I'm Gerald Maggio, California divorce mediator, licensed divorce attorney, and founder of California Divorce Mediators. We offer a lower cost, amicable, and more reasonable way to resolve your family law and child custody disputes in divorce cases. In this video, I'm going to explain the 6 benefits of why mediation is beneficial for children involved in a divorce or child custody dispute. Number 1, reduce conflict. In a mediation situation, it's a much less adversarial for the parties, and therefore it subjects children to much less contentiousness and stress and difficulties involved with a custody situation where divorce is involved. The parties are simply in a more contentious case, much more stressed out. That gets passed on to children. There's no bottom line way to avoid saying that. That is what happens. I've been in plenty of contentious divorce cases where that is the situation. And divorce mediation, child custody mediation, is simply a way to resolve cases that really put the children first. Which leads me to number 2, child-centered approach. What does that mean? Well, that means that we're able to focus in the mediation session on the children. In the mediation, we focus on what are the best interests of the children. That's normally what is involved in court cases involving the children, is what is in their best interest. But in the mediation, we are focused on what's in the best interest of the children, and the parties are helping make that decision, not a judge. Number 3, parental communication and cooperation. One of the things that you can take away from this video is that in these kind of situations with divorce mediations and custody mediations, you're able to come up with resolutions that allow for parental communications in a much better way to be able to parent together and be co-parents. You're going to have your children, if they're minors, obviously beyond high school forever, but when we're really talking about is focusing on them when they're minors here. And mediation allows for a way to work things out and communicate things and come up to resolutions that are probably going to be more followed than if you left it up to the court. Number 4, minimalized emotional trauma. I've been a practicing divorce and family law attorney for approximately 24 years at this point. I've honestly seen it all. I've seen children grow through a lot of difficulties, had to deal with a lot of emotional trauma because parents do not focus on what's in the best interest of their children. They argue in court, they litigate cases, they go to court repeatedly in some cases, they make things very difficult, and in the end who suffers and probably potentially has lasting emotional damage of that? Children. And so by going through divorce and custody mediation, parties are generally able to avoid that. What you want to come out in your divorce case is a situation where you and the other parent are able to co-parent together and that you've minimalized the trauma of the divorce. Stability and consistency. Divorce mediation allows for outcomes that are consistent, that are predictable, that parents can follow, that the children can follow, and allows for a more stable situation that will potentially deal with a whole host of issues that include doctor visits, medical treatment for children, school issues, extracurricular activities, you name it. And so the more you work this out in mediation, the more you're going to be able to account for all these different situations in a more cost-effective way, in a more comprehensive way that's going to be better for your children. It's going to create more consistency, more stability that everyone, not just your children, but the parties, the parents, can count on. And that's simply going to make everyone's lives easier, and it's going to be easier on your kids. And finally, number 6, positive role modeling. What I mean by that is I've seen parents act in ways that are unbelievable in court. I've seen people really go to the lowest common denominator in how they attack the other party. and go through a whole host of turmoil in cases in court, in accusations made in cases outside of court that are highly litigious and contentious, and that oftentimes gets seen by children going through a divorce or a custody dispute. And so the benefit of divorce and child custody mediation is that it allows parents to give positive role modeling to their children, but it allows them to come up to a resolution here that has been a positive way to resolve it, that they handled the situation with dignity, that they handled the situation with respect for the other parent, and did not go to the lowest common denominator. I'm Gerald Maggio, California divorce mediator. If you like the information in this video, please feel free to click on to subscribe to our YouTube channel at the end of this video for more helpful videos about divorce mediation, child custody mediation, and divorce in general. See you next time.